Welcome to this presentation. It's titled, Assessing Pain Anew, Guided by the Aesthetic Pattern of Knowing When Breath Becomes Air, presented by Raphael Tubaganua and myself, Charlotte Barry. The purpose of this presentation is to describe an innovative approach to teaching learning nursing from nursing situations. The Barry Gordon King Teaching Learning Framework is useful in analyzing nursing knowledge embedded in contextualized stories of practice or nursing situations. Nursing situations are stories from day-to-day practice, defined as the lived experience in which caring between the nurse and the one nursed nurtures wholeness and well-being. Copper and groundbreaking scholarship describe multiple patterns of knowing that illuminate the deep and expansive knowledge that nurses bring to the practice, expressed as aesthetic knowing. Barry Gordon and King, in their innovative teaching learning framework, invite the student to identify and define which ways of knowing, such as personal, empirical, ethical, sociopolitical, unknowing, emancipatory, and aesthetic knowing, are essential to understand the call for nursing and the development of a nursing response. In the following nursing situation, the centrality of aesthetic knowing is illuminated, bringing meaning to nursing practice.
Good morning, Andrea. I am Mr. Fasolo, your instructor today, and we're going to examine the assessment of pain experienced by our patient, Jasmine. She is a woman 40 years old of Filipino heritage who was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer that spread through her brain. She's alert and oriented and terrified to die. She was admitted to the unit because she's continuously having high fevers, seizures, and pain. Jasmine and her primary nurse, Christine, have given us permission to observe the assessment of Jasmine's pain using a commonly used facial pain tool.
Thank you, Mr. Fasolo. I'm very interested to learn how to assess a patient's level of pain.
Good morning, Jasmine. I am your primary nurse today. Christine and I want to assess your level of pain using the FACES scale I used yesterday. Are you still willing to have Andrea, a student nurse, and her clinical instructor, Mr. Fasolo, observe how to conduct a pain assessment?
Yes, I am very sad, but happy to help a student nurse learn about pain.
Thank you. As we did yesterday, I will show you pictures of different faces that look very happy and have no pain, to looking very sad and have the worst pain. So Jasmine, when you look at these faces, which one looks like your pain?
I feel like number 10.
Thank you for sharing, Jasmine. I am so sorry you're having so much pain. I will go look at your chart and see if it's time for your pain medication.
Andrea, please share with me what happened today between Nurse Christine and Jasmine.
In my observation of the pain assessment, something just wasn't right. Jasmine wasn't asked about her experience, about why she selected number 10, the worst pain. Nurse Christina came right back and administered the pain medication, instructed Jasmine to call her if she experienced more pain, and the nurse would check to see if it was time for another dose. That was all good and it seemed right, but maybe there was more to know about relieving Jasmine's pain, like her cultural beliefs, practices, and spiritual context about her pain.
Okay. Andrea, tonight, I would like you to continue to reflect on the pain assessment of Jasmine's pain today and review the multiple ways of knowing, particularly the aesthetic way of knowing. Think about all the knowledge the nurse brought to the nursing situation with Jasmine and how you would have cared for her. Good morning, Andrea. Primary care nurse Christine has asked us to conduct the pain assessment of Jasmine and administer her pain medication as ordered today. Andrea, please share with us the multiple ways of knowing the nurse brought to the nursing situation with Jasmine, and the caring concepts of Roach and Mayroff you observed lived yesterday. And please describe any additional knowledge or caring concepts you will bring to the nursing situation today.
Sure. Nurse Christine brought empirical knowledge to the nursing situation, such as the pain scale, the pain medication, effects, dosage side effects. Also ethical knowledge, doing what should be done to manage Jasmine's pain, allowing me to observe so I could learn about pain assessment using the FACES tool. The caring concepts I saw were competence, conscience, compassion for Jasmine's pain. I want to become more competent and ethical too, but I also want to know more about how Jasmine is experiencing pain and what other nursing interactions might help her relieve her pain. I'd like to explore spiritual knowing with her and find out if any special practices would help. I'd like to explore social political too and find out what her life is like. Lastly, I'd like to bring aesthetic knowing to caring for Jasmine by knowing all that I can about her and care for her as she would like to be cared for. The caring concepts I want to guide my caring are knowing, I want to know more about Jasmine. Compassion, I'm trying to put myself in Jasmine's shoes and feel for her what her life is like right now. I want to support her hopes and dreams for well-being and more being. Good morning, Jasmine. I'm Andrea, the student nurse who was with you during your pain assessment yesterday. I will assess your pain level today too, but first, can you tell me what matters most to you today?
I am experiencing a lot of pain, but I don't want pain medication. I just want to talk to you about my pain. My pain is much deeper than the physical pain from cancer. I just want you to pray with me at this moment. The pain comes from my fear of death and not being able to take care of my children after death. When my breath comes, air.
Jasmine's prayer was a recollection of her life and what mattered most to her at that moment. After praying with me, Jasmine, the patient, took her last breath and died peacefully.
Barry Gordon King Framework offers an instructive model that seamlessly integrates emerging standards of practice and multiple ways of knowing, especially aesthetic knowing, to inspire a new and expanded understanding of the beauty of nursing and what it means to care for another, guided by a philosophy of caring.